All right, this is for you, Cheese. What I've done is I've set my default look to photography. So bear with me if I gotta find stuff every once in a while because it's not set up customly like I like to use it. All right, so you've opened Photoshop, you've gone up here and clicked photography. So we should be looking at pretty much the same thing. All right, I'm gonna drag my photo in. And this may take a minute because I should have restarted my computer. All right, now we got our photo. All right, let me explain some stuff here. What you got over here is where all your layers are going to be. Think of layers of like a cutout when you were a kid, and you would make a star, and then you make a smaller star, and a smaller one, a smaller one, smaller one. Stick them on top of each other, and anything that's behind the small star you couldn't see. That was what layers do for you. All right, this button right here looks like a little notepad. Will make you a new layer. This one, that half circle, is going to be all your adjustments. Brightness, levels, curves, exposure, everything, all the way down. This one right here is what's going to make you a mask. And I'll explain that more in just a little bit. So I'm going to get rid of this, put in the trash can. All right, so for this image right here, I want to brighten the sky up, but yet I don't want it to affect the beach and my models. So what are we going to do? We're going to come over here. We got our background layer. We're going to go to the adjustments. We're going to go to brightness, and I'm going to up it a little bit. There we go. And maybe we'll add like maybe a little bit of contrast in there just for this. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, as you can see, I clicked on the little layers and I brought my stuff back up over here. As you can see, look what it did to my models. They're just totally blown to hell. But I got the sky kind of like I liked it. So this is where masking them comes out and using layers. When I did that, it automatically added this white box. Think of the white box as the piece of paper. And everything that if you set the piece of paper over this, this is what you're going to see. So now we need to paint over that white to bring out what's behind it, which would be this picture right here. So we're going to go to brush. We're going to select our brush. If your brush is too small, see how big my circle is? You can lower the size if you need to, which that's really detailed. Or you can up the size of the brush, which is like that. I'm going to make it pretty big because I'm going to paint out everything on the bottom. Hardness, okay, that's, as you can see, like this, like it's fuzzy around it. If you want it really hard, like watch. You see how it's making almost a straight line there? Or you can back it off some and it feathers it out some more. See, you have a much more feathered edge. So we're going to leave it on that because I don't use hard unless you're getting into really detailed areas. I like it to feather, so when I hit up here, it doesn't leave that jagged edge. So let me zoom out. We can go up here, click fit on screen, and I'll start painting in. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you is your flow. If I go flow 100%, you see how fast he turned dark? If I go flow 17%, not as much. I like to keep the flow low, usually around 11 to 12%, and then I start painting. Okay, I'm just going to make my brush a little bigger. Right now I'm just holding my mouse button down and painting. You notice over here how it's turning black? There we go. Now, bam. Now my sky is nice like I like it, but I brought my models back to where I wanted it and all the beach. And you can see it here. I think it is. If you hold down the Alt key and you click on it, you can see where you've painted. And then just keep holding the Alt key, click on it again, and it'll go away. So you can see where I masked them out, but left the beach. Now, it looked like I could mask out a little bit more on the bottom here, because it wasn't totally black. So we'll do that again. Yep, see, good. So we're good. All right. Now, we fix the sky, and let's say we want to, what can we do here? Oh, okay, so I'm fixing the sky, and I slipped. Oh no. All I'm going to do right here, black is on top, white is on bottom. I need to switch that. Click the little arrow. Now I'm going to paint white on here, which will bring and fix my screw up. Like that. So, black reveals what's below, which would be this picture. Go down here and click on white, and it brings your adjusted layer back in. So if you screw up and accidentally go up, just click on white and bring it back. All right, so now we did that, and you want to add a new layer. Let's adjust the levels. This right here adjusts your blacks and your whites, and when you get later on, you can do individual green, red, and blue. So I want the sky just a little bit bluer. So I clicked on blue. Okay. And I'm taking some of that blue, and for this purpose, I'm just going to make it crazy. All right, let's see what looks good. Yeah, about right there. Let's just say that's real good. Now, of course, this is, all exaggerated. All right. So once again, I did my adjustments like I like it because I'm still working on the sky. And I go back down here and click on layers. Now it's giving me another white box for that adjustment. But look what happened when I added all that blue or took it away. They turned kind of purple. So once again, I'm going to go down here. I want to paint black on it, so black's on top. I'm going to lower my brush size, and that's very easy to do by using the two bracket keys next to the P. The one closest to the P makes it smaller, and the one further away from the P makes it bigger, instead of having to go up here and mess with it. Now, I'm going to paint black, and his skin color will come right back. And as you can see, it came back. So I'm going to go to fit screen again. I'm going to make my brush bigger by using the brackets. And I'm just going to go in here and paint again. Turn the sand back to the color I wanted it to be. Just like that. There we go. And that is a quick Photoshop tutorial. I guess we can go over a couple more things. Let me see how long we've been recording. It doesn't tell me. Okay. We'll go over one more thing real quick, and we'll do a clone to get rid of something. So I'm going to go to 100%. Right here is your percentage. I'm going to go to 100%. Okay. And just for this video, and so you can see it work, I'm going to take his nipple off. Alright. So we go back over here to our tools. Okay. We're going to click on our active layer right there. Because if I try to clone on this white or this black, it's not going to do anything. Watch. Let me click here. And I'll just choose the spot healing real quick. Okay. I click. Nothing happens. See, it doesn't disappear. So you need to be on this layer. Now the good thing about Photoshop is I don't want to just click on this and remove his nipple, because now I've destroyed my original copy. So what we're going to do is we're going to drag the background layer down to the notepad, and it makes a copy. So now if I go in here and I go, oh crap, I didn't want to remove that, or his tattoo, you know, I didn't want to remove all that. I can just take this background copy and throw it in the trash, and it'll all come back. So that's non-destructive editing. So we're going to come over here, we're going to make another copy. We're going to go over here to the little band-aid. We're going to hit spot healing. We're going to adjust the size of our circle to what we want. Then all you got to do is click, and it's going to grab some. Bam, bam, bam. Just like that. Which looks pretty weird now. Okay, so now you're finished. You're totally finished with your image. You could either do two things. You can just save it like this as a Photoshop file by going File, Save, and it's going to say Photoshop. Alright, and what that's going to do is next time you open it, all this stuff will stay the same. Or we can go ahead and flatten the layer, flatten image, and it'll just flatten them all. And it'll just be like a JPEG again. But what I usually do is I go in here, I hit File, Save As, choose it to JPEG, and then I save my image. So that is a quick tutorial. I hope that helps, and let me know if you have any more questions.